Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the REC podcast, brought to you by REC Comics and Collectibles. I'm your host, Roman Chavez, and with me, as always,
Erik Icarus.
Eric. Check us out on the gram.
Okay.
At REC Podcast.
I can do that.
You can follow myself at Roman REC Podcast. You can follow yourself.
Gulag_J_Wilden.
It's my fault, guys. I kind of changed the intro just a tad to accentuate our REC Comics and Collectibles. Check us out there. We've got some cool toys up, comics, some memorabilia, etc. Check us out over there, all right? And then check us out on the regular IG to talk to us. Let us know what you think, man.
Yeah, let's get a dialogue going.
I know.
I love you peoples.
Yeah, we have about 60 dedicated listeners.
We do. I think so.
Every week, and hey, I'm not laughing at it. I'm happy about it. I hope you guys are enjoying the content.
Yeah.
And tell your friends though. Let's get some more people out there. Okay. Dude, we have some excellent MCU news.
Like excellent, like X-Men.
No, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. We have some Moon Knight MCU news.
I'm more stoked about that, dude.
And I think we both are, and we've talked about it a lot. But Moon Knight is supposed to be a Disney Plus show.
Okay.
And it sounds like they're trying to tap Oscar Isaac for the role, the lead of Mark Spector.
Nice.
So that's awesome. We had kind of hoped that they might use Keanu, but
I as much as I'd love to see Keanu in that role, I just don't see him as doing it. He's a little too subdued to be Mark Spector / the 50 other personalities Moon Knight is. I think he's got the martial arts chops for it. I just couldn't see him. But I think I think that was a good call not to cast him as that.
I think if Keanu was and again, Oscar's not cast, but he is definitely. I think he will. Disney loves him.
Yeah, they do.
And I think if Keanu was 10 years younger, and not that he looks 10 years younger, but that we could get 10 years more out of him.
Absolutely.
Because right now I think Oscar Isaac's about 41.
Yeah.
Which is I think RDJ was like 39 when he started.
Right. 41 is like 30 in celebrity years.
Yeah, exactly. So and this is a guy who will toe the line in terms of and he can carry it, man. We are not appreciating Oscar Isaac in this time right now, and I think everybody likes him. I think for the most part, everybody pretty much digs him.
I think so. I think he. I hesitate to use this, but he's one of the workhorses of Hollywood. That he's one of those actors that get in there, they do the dirt, they carry the movie a lot of the time.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't know their name. They're always relegated to it's that guy. Category.
Yeah, I've seen him in all. He's in that one. He's that. You like
great.
Him. Yeah,
like the Sam Rockwells.
Yes,
the workhorses that don't get their due.
Yeah, like everybody who sees them really enjoys them in something, if not multiple things. But it's just like they're not the front man.
Right.
And obviously he's had great success. Sure. But to be the sole lead on a movie and the reason that you watch it, I think that would be this would be kind of his first, because I mean, even now I liked Poe Dameron, the character. They just did nothing with him that I thought was interesting at all. But I never thought he was what was wrong. He was a little whiny in The Last Jedi. He was a little whiny, like, you guys should be listening to me. I'm out there in my X-Wing. And that was just for a chunk of it, but I liked his back and forth with Leia, and the character is not the problem. Like, I love his intro when he gets taken by Kylo Ren, and he's like, "What do we do? Do you talk first? Do I talk first?" Just that sarcasm.
Yeah, he's bringing the Han.
Yes, exactly.
To the movie.
He's our Han by proxy.
Right, very true.
So yeah, I'm very excited to see him. I hope he does. Even if he doesn't do Moon Knight, I'd love to see him in the MCU. I thought that he would have been an excellent Eternal. Which Eternal, I couldn't tell you, because of how good he was as Apocalypse, guys. I love Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse. The movie's not good as a whole. There are parts of it that I really enjoy, and I would watch it again because I love seeing as many mutants as I can. But his Apocalypse wasn't the issue with the film, and I thought he did a lot of cool stuff. I thought his kind of mannerisms and how he's always smelling something. He's always smelling mutants around him. That's what it looked like. But I thought he was cool. So I'm down. I was super excited for Dune to come out this holiday season.
Too, man.
And we get to wait a year. Hopefully they zhuzh it up a bit and make it right.
I think so.
Yeah.
To the point of him playing Moon Knight, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Man, I think this is a good call. MCU has not done wrong in the casting part. In my opinion.
Yeah.
So the only good can come of this. I think he's got the acting chops to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen him fight.
Yeah.
Like straight up like do Moon Knight. Because for those who don't know, Moon Knight is he's kind of the anti-Batman.
Not the anti-Batman, but just like a mentally unstable Batman, which is still Batman. He's just a different Batman with definitive multiple personality disorder. But they all kind of work for the same. They're all going for the same goal.
Right.
Each of his personalities, the three mains, and we've had other stories where he's had other personalities, but that gets really convoluted.
It does.
It's already a little convoluted, but it makes sense with the three.
It can work. I mean,
really four with the Moon Knight.
Right. I mean, I love his noir take as Mr. Knight. Where he's kind of a Rorschach-esque
so that's
character.
kind of the fifth predominant one now.
Okay.
Yeah, now that you say it, yeah.
Yeah,
and Mr. Knight look.
God, I love it. And I think I just want to know what they're going to go with it, where they're going to go with this, and bringing in the Egyptian aspect to it. Because, as far as I can remember, he's imbued with the powers of an Egyptian god.
Yeah, this guy, Khonshu.
That's right.
And, Mark's... he's this like adventurer. He's a actor, and he's a cab driver. And and I don't know, and it's not in a Moon Knight story that I've read. I don't know if he develops the personalities after he becomes the Moon Knight, or if he was already exuding those things, which would be something you can expound upon.
Big time.
I love Moon Knight, but I think we're on volume 6 or 7.
Aesthetically, he's amazing.
Aesthetically, one of the best.
His reasoning to wearing all white is he wants them to see. Who's coming for the criminal?
Yeah. He's not hiding.
No, he's not. Yeah. He's coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite quote from a Moon Knight book, and I couldn't tell you which volume or who wrote it, but he's talking to this criminal, like the big boss, the big bad in this story arc, and he's talking about why he always wins, and the criminal's like, you don't know what love is, you'll never be loved, and then Moon Knight turns to him and goes, I never wanted to be loved. That's why I always win. Mm-hmm. I love that quote, dude, and that is so cold before you kill somebody.
Yeah,
he kills.
Oh yeah. He's and his powers. He gets like increased strength and stamina and flexibility and everything, but with the moon.
Right.
So when the moon is in its positive phase, when it's becoming, I guess what it's waxing.
Right.
It's so he's strongest at a full moon, and then as it's waning, he gets like more and more to like just normal human status.
Right.
It's a weird thing, but I like it.
I like it too.
It's completely original.
Sure.
No, as far as I know, there's not another character that powers kind of wax and wane with the moon like
that.
And again, like you said, the visuals on him are fantastic.
It's gonna be very cool. And I haven't been this excited for a Marvel prospect since Daredevil.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy the Moon Knight. I haven't watched rather read any of his books in a very long time, which I need to just jump back into.
Yeah, we need to get you definitely David Finch's run.
Yeah, because he's up there with DD for me.
Yeah.
I love him. Yeah. I love him. I think there was a story where him and Natasha, Black Widow, are like, there's like a post-apocalyptic world, and it's like these two surviving together. Oh, man. Which I want that episode of something.
Oh my, yeah, that could be the show, because I feel like if you get Oscar Isaac, like you're not keeping him in the on Disney Plus.
No,
he's gonna like that's a movie. That's a movie
I think
star.
So yeah, he is.
You can take not to say that Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen aren't movie stars,
sure,
but their story is just not big. Where it's like you don't have you don't have 6 or 7 volumes of Scarlet Witch the comic or Vision the comic,
which I wish they did. Because I love Scarlet Witch and I love the Vision.
I do too. I think that thing gets boring. Like I don't think we're gonna have more than 2 seasons of WandaVision.
It's very hard to write those characters because of their OP.
Yeah,
if you can do everything, then what is there to do?
Yeah, they're OP. One's a robot. You have
Android.
that kind of or Android that you have that like kind of Data type of issue where what do I do with these human parts?
What do I do with this soul?
Yeah. My heart hurts. I think that this could easily like flip. Same thing with them talking about Mahershala Ali being that he's going to be Blade. Like how do you contain these these blockbuster guys,
Well, I have 2 words for you.
Okay.
True Detective. And I have another 4 words for you. Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ginormous movie stars put into a TV role and making some of the best television in a very, very long time. So I think these movie stars are kind of coming around to the idea of television.
Did you listen to McConaughey on Rogan?
Oh, I did.
Dude, it was awesome. It was awesome. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Made me like him more.
Me too.
Because sometimes they go on there and you're like,
yeah, you kind of get it. But that's what's so brilliant about JRE is because you get to see who they really are.
Yeah.
You can have your handlers around, but in the moment, you're gonna say what you want to say.
Everybody can fake it for an hour.
Absolutely, everyone's charming for 10 minutes.
Yeah, at an hour and in 1 minute, what cracks? You know what cracks?
Oh yeah.
Which is why we only do about 30 minutes. You know, because
we got 15 apiece here.
Just hold it together, guys. Just hold it together. Speaking of Disney Plus,
yes.
You know, my wife kind of pointed this out to me, and I love her to death because she, you know, obviously she can be honest with me.
Sure.
She says to me, Roman, she's like, you need to watch some more stuff. She's like, everything's kind of shut down. Yeah. You guys aren't watching enough stuff. She's like, you need to watch some stuff. And I says, baby, as with most things, you're absolutely right. God dang it!
She's I said that on film. She's the unsung producer of the show.
She's a shadow producer of the show.
Pretty much. I'll admit that. I love her, man. She's amazing.
When Loki is talking to that weird guy with the 6 hands, and then it turns out he's talking to Thanos. Christina's Thanos. Yeah. Okay, she's in the chair.
That's perfect.
So I said, baby, all right. And I started The Mandalorian.
Okay.
I haven't watched it all. As of we are recording, Mandalorian is coming out in like 4 days, season 2. So I'm trying to get caught up completely by episode 2 of season 2. I challenge my co-host here to do the same, because you know what, guys, we haven't done it in a while, and we know, and we want to enjoy product with you. So the plan will be to weekly talk about what's going on with Mandalorian season 2. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm about 5 episodes in, dude. Okay. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but it's very, very interesting.
Oh, cool. I will really be able to do a boys wrap up.
Yes.
Here in a little while.
I'm gonna get on that boys tip too. I'm gonna get all over that because I haven't watched anything. We've talked about it at lengths, but I'm enjoying The Mandalorian. I don't know that it's made to be binged.
Okay, why?
Because I'm kind of binging. Like, I'm not going back to back to back, but like I've done 2 episodes in a row, and it feels, and I think it's genius. Don't get me wrong. I do think it's genius. I feel like you can watch it. Like the first episode I watched, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I was satisfied.
Okay.
I was like, I want to watch the next episode, but it wasn't that thing that like Stranger Things or even True Detective where you're like, oh my gosh, I have to find out. And while that's awesome,
right,
it's nice to not lose all that sleep because we're not spring chickens anymore. We're not old, but kids and stuff like.
It's hard being it's hard being 22.
Yes, yeah, it's hard to be a dimed up 22-year-old. And so I like how contained the episodes are. It is an overarching story so far.
Okay.
And Werner Herzog is in it, and I forgot about
that guy.
Yeah, I could listen to that guy talk about anything.
Me too.
He could tell me how the paint is drying on the wall, and it'll just be so interesting. Like, have you ever seen the way the paint cracks? He's just got such a good
I wonder
voice.
if Klaus from American Dad was based off of him.
Dude, it wouldn't shock me at all.
Right.
And there's an episode of American Dad where Werner Herzog narrates this like butterfly dying, and it's beautiful. It has no business being in the show, but it's awesome. It's awesome. But yeah, dude, it takes, and I'm sorry guys, I know most of you have watched it, but maybe you're getting ready. Maybe you're rewatching it this week because season 2 is coming out. So we're going to touch on those points. And I won't talk about season 1 again until I finish it. I'll promise you that. But dude, it's cool. It's really cool. It's interesting. And I'm like I said, I'm 5 episodes in, and it's some of the best, if not the best, Star Wars stuff I've seen.
How many episodes are there?
9, I believe. Okay. So I'm already almost done. Yeah.
That's where we get that stupid Baby Yoda meme from?
Let's not cool your jets, homie. All right, you Baby Yoda, it's the cutest. You're gonna love it.
I know. You're going to love it. I just hate how it's been acquired by pop culture zeitgeist and turned into what it's turned into.
Well,
but is this where it originates though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was Jon Favreau's baby. He's the showrunner. He wrote, I believe, every episode.
Oh, crap.
It's his thing. And Kevin Smith had a funny thing where he was at like the last Star Wars premiere or something, and he saw Jon Favreau there, and they were like talking about the Mandalorian casually.
Right.
And he's like, dude, could you imagine how big this Baby Yoda stuff is going to be? Like, who came up with that? And Favreau's like, me. I came up with that. I knew how big it was going to be.
I can totally hear him saying that too.
Yeah, Kev totally forgot that. He was like, oh yeah, you
wrote that.
Yeah, you made this show. It's really cool the way the credits end. It's always like, I don't know if it's digitally like concept art, but it looks like it's concept art for like the storyboards.
Right.
So you're seeing some really cool art in the credits. It feels like a Western. It feels like a samurai story.
Oh my god.
It feels like a very like a lone wolf and cub type of story. It's very interesting.
I'm in.
I think you can enjoy it. I don't want to spoil any more of it for you because even all the stuff that we've seen online, I'm seeing something different than what I thought.
Okay.
And I'm happy about it.
Okay.
Happy about it.
Dude, okay.
Yeah, Gina Carano is in it as I think a different type of mercenary, and man, I want to like Gina Carano so bad as an actress. She's great at all the physical stuff, but she's just not the best. She's just not a very strong actress. She's not bad, but like Pedro Pascal is the Mandalorian,
right?
And he wears his helmet the whole time, and he is acting his ass off,
right,
and just circles around.
Gina,
yeah,
which is a bummer because I think I really do like her, and I think it's because I'm like I feel like she can do it, and I'm just pulling for her.
The big problem I have with her is that they want to obviously use her for all the fighting stuff, but as somebody who really enjoys martial arts and fighting, watching her not fight correctly when she knows how to, like you're seeing her like drop her hands like for the scene, like so that's the thing. Like I've seen so much of her fighting that when I watch her do it, it's not real to me.
Sure.
Because she would never put her hands down here.
No.
She would never leave herself open in this thing.
You'd have to for camera angles,
yes.
like drop your hands, gotta get your face. Yeah.
And it's way easier to to converse that. I watched like a scene from Hard Target the other day from Van Damme, and like it's so bad, but it works because like I don't know what Van Damme can do in a real fight.
Sure.
But having seen so many Gina Carano fights, I'm like, it pulls me out a little
just because
bit.
it's Gina Carano.
Yeah, it's a little tough. But like Haywire, those scenes are so fast. Who shot that one?
Oh my God.
Soderbergh?
Soderbergh.
Thank you. Yes, I got it for
you. Nailed it.
He cuts it well enough to where you're not seeing her like waiting for somebody to hit her.
Right.
In this, there's a couple, I'm waiting for the Mandalorian to hit me kind of thing. So, but yeah, so far so good. Okay. Super solid. I'm really enjoying myself.
Dude, that's funny that you brought up a Hard Target because there's like a scene in that movie that sticks with me to this day. Just as a real quick.
Go for it.
It's when did you watch the whole thing?
No. It just like came up in my feed, and I was like, I could watch Mullet Van Damme throw some kicks.
I kind of like Hard Target. John Woo.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and there's a fat guy in this movie. Like,
sweet.
And he kind of
shout out to the fat guys.
he kind of is the one that finds the homeless people for them to hunt.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of, what do they like, the middleman?
Yeah, he's
the wrangler.
he's the professional middleman, like in Guardians of the Galaxy, the guy with the eyebrows. Yeah.
Anyway,
like the fat guy version.
Anyway, the fat guy's sleeping in his bed, and then one of the main henchmen comes in because the fat guy screws up, and they're like, he's just sleeping all peaceful. Then the main henchman comes in and like chops his fat belly. You remember that part? He's like, "Ah!"
No, I've watched Hard Target fully since it came out. So God. I've never really gone back on a Van Damme like.
I don't think I have either.
Like Spell or Binge.
I watch pieces of those movies because they're just so hilarious. And Death Warrant, when he's fighting the Sandman in a prison, the Sandman throws a wrench at him.
Like, I thought you were saying he was like trying not to go to sleep.
Yeah, I wish that would have been a better movie. But Sandman is the bad guy. Throws a wrench at him, and Van Damme, he blocks it with his hands. And, obviously it hurts him. But, he just gets back up and he's ready to go.
Yeah.
Which, in real life, what would you do if a big monkey wrench hits you? And what do you think would happen?
I mean, it would just hurt so much, and there's a good chance, it'd fracture my arm if it was thrown right. That's hard.
Hard target.
He's a hard target, guys. The meat, Eric. Yes. The meat of our show today is going to be a fun one, I hope. Okay. We're going to talk about zombies, one of our favorite topics. Okay. And I want to know, the apocalypse happens tomorrow. Okay. You get 5 items to take with you to go out and get whatever else you need. But let's say we're in a video game. All right. You start off with 5 things. What are the 5 things that you're going to take? Okay, now if you take a gun, you don't get unlimited ammo. Right. You get enough ammo for that weapon, one round through. Okay,
so I can pick the weapon though.
So yeah, if you want a bazooka, you only get one. You get one rocket. You can take whatever you want. Okay. I feel like I'm going to be pretty practical. However, I'm curious to see what you're going to do, and I'm going to let you go first because I've literally been training for this my whole life, and I have tons of options if you take anything that I want to take.
Got you.
Tell me what 5 items you take.
5. Okay,
you can take any 5 things.
Okay, I'm going to need a good pair of boots.
I'm going to write these down too.
Okay. Boots, you got to have some good footwear.
All right.
Funny enough, I was kind of strapped for ideas, and I texted a friend of mine, Julie, and she was like, boots.
These boots are made for walking.
Dude, need some good boots. I'm going to need I don't know if this is going to count, but I'm going to need my glasses. Like, not sunglasses, but I need to be able to see.
Reading glasses? Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
Contacts or preferably my glasses, because contacts, they're not going to last very long. Going to need a nice... Again, is this going to happen during any time of the month? So should I bring a jacket?
Just all things being equal, no extreme weather. Let's say everything's going on, and then like I said, if you don't have glasses, you can go get glasses.
Okay.
But
I need the
but I think you're right. Okay,
I'm gonna keep the glasses.
We'll do extreme weather on another episode.
I like it. Funny enough, I'm gonna need to take. I'm gonna need like a decent knife.
Okay.
Like a really decent knife. So I'm at 3 right now.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna need some first aid kits.
First aid kit.
Something. And when I mean first aid kit, I mean we're gonna need in my first aid kit. There's gonna be painkillers.
Yeah.
There's gonna be amphetamines in there because
you're
gonna need to go
Yeah.
quick and be alert.
Mm-hmm.
So there's gonna be some illicit drugs in my first aid kit along with stuff to patch you up.
Okay.
Gonna need.
Let's see a user's first aid kit.
Yes. So Eric's first aid kit.
Eric's first aid kit.
I'm gonna need some rope.
Rope.
You always need rope.
You bloody rope.
Thank you.
I like that.
Boondock Saints did not teach us something. If anything, you need rope.
You need rope.
I think the glasses. I think I maybe get like 1/2 of one now too. Just
okay.
The glasses. So I have a nice knife, but that's gonna be for like practical things. So my weapon. Oh man, this is rough. I'm gonna need a sword.
You're at 5.
Okay.
Boots, reading glasses, knife, first aid kit.
Okay, I think I'll count the glasses as like a half one.
As a half one?
Yeah, because you know what I mean.
No, I don't know.
Okay, let's keep it that way.
I don't. Right. Yeah, you can change it.
No,
you can change it to okay.
Let's keep it there. Let's keep it there.
Yep. Now, and obviously you have you get pants, you get a shirt,
sure.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But these things, you think you need these things to get to the next place.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
So these will allow me to get things.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you get now that you have this stuff?
Dude, I need water.
Water. Interesting.
God, I need water.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. I have a few overlap things, so I'm going to do some overlap, and then I'm going to do something different as well. So when you said boots, literally the first thing I put was a steel toe.
Right. It's a nice set of Doc Martens.
Because I want to get in someplace.
Absolutely.
And I think you're right. So I'm not going to put that down because I'm going to put these lists up somewhere, I think.
Nice.
All right. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do these Bear Grylls pants.
Oh.
Okay. They're called, they're made by Kiwi. I wrote it down. Kiwi Adventure Pro Pants. And what's cool about them is because at each knee and on the butt, it's like a thicker fiber so that you can climb on things.
Oh, slide down.
You can slide things without tearing your clothes.
I like it, dude.
So it's like it's a tough pant.
They're gonna hold up better than these Levi's.
Yes, exactly. Like I said, in a perfect world, like that's what I would like. I want a crowbar.
Ooh.
Because I can use that as a weapon, and I can use it to open doors to get in
Absolutely.
places.
That's very smart.
It's heavy enough to hurt, and it's not heavy enough, too heavy for me to carry.
It's not going to hinder you in any way. You can't fit in your backpack pretty easily.
Exactly. It's something that'll always be useful.
Yeah.
I can use it as a hammer. I could use it to grab onto something. I could use it to kill any robin that I find. So you got to look out for those wild robins. And
you got to find a tall, bearded fellow to team up with. And then,
there you go. There you go.
Crowbars up.
I think I'm gonna go bulletproof vest.
You're gonna be encountering zombies with shotguns,
I'm worried about other people.
Yeah,
I'm always worried about other people.
I was kind of thinking about this too. A Kevlar was on my thing, but I'm like, in a perfect world, we'd all be working together.
Yeah.
But human nature dictates. I'm taking what's yours because I want it.
Scarcity.
Survival.
Yeah, scarcity and all that stuff.
Look what happened with the toilet paper this year.
Exactly. You know how many people I crowbarred for one roll of single ply? I like your idea of Kevlar. On a side note, I think that this would be interesting, and this would be for the long-term survival game. It would be pretty dope to know how to weave rope into like wearable
Sure.
so that it kind of doubles as Kevlar. Now it's not going to
Almost
stop
like
a blade.
chainmail almost,
a chainmail, but for biting.
Hemp mail.
Yeah, basically.
It might work.
You know, for biting,
Yeah.
and then if you're in a pinch, you have rope,
Yes.
which, like you said,
Yes.
you always need rope.
You need rope.
I'm a multitasker when it comes to the zombie apocalypse.
You
Okay?
gotta be.
I want to be a multitasker. I'm gonna say shin guards.
Nice.
Shin guards.
I like the shin
I
guards.
want to kick I want to kick people away. I want to kick things away. And like probably like the nice soccer ones, like the yeah.
And honestly, what's worse than banging your shin on something? It's gonna knock you down for a minute. If you're running and boom, like,
yes.
Yep.
I if a zombie came for me in my house and it wasn't lit enough, I might get got because I stubbed my toe or banged my shin on something. You know, like that's I need that. I like your glasses thing. That wasn't on my list, and I'm a little bummed about that. And then I'm gonna say binoculars.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
say binoculars. That way I can see far, because my plan would be to go and get a rifle.
Sure.
Now, I don't know how to use a rifle, but I figure I'm going to learn. I'm going to have to learn.
Yeah.
And then with binoculars, I can, see it a long distance.
Like,
and then
where's
when I
the
get
Dick's Sporting Goods?
Exactly. and then I thought you were going to stop. And then as I get better at shooting with a rifle, I'll need, if you can see far away and make sure it's clear, I think
you're good. Yeah,
off.
you got to need to know 4-5 steps ahead.
Yeah,
honestly, that's great.
And I think that's the first thing I go and get is more weapons. So I think the water is really smart. I think the rope is genius. And the reading glasses I didn't think about. I want to get first aid and all that, but I think
I'm telling you, man. Honestly, I'm going more for the painkillers and amphetamines.
Yeah,
man, because when you're in these situations and sedatives, people panic.
Yeah.
And I think a lot, and people, I know it sounds like I'm a friggin' fiend here, but I'm hearkening back to my party days.
Mm-hmm.
I know how drugs work, and I know how they work when you're feeling anxious, when you're panicking, or when you're distressed.
Yeah.
I know which drugs to take to get you through this situation and actually help you rise above situations when you're in with backs against the wall.
Yeah.
When you've got to stay alert, you're going to want to pop some Adderall.
Yeah. And then when you've got a crowbar and an axe and you need to turn into a tornado of death, you need some Adderall.
You're going to need that. And if you get hurt, dude, painkiller, you're going to need it. You're going to need to be able to get to your next stop no matter what. If you have a broken foot, a finger, which is going to happen, dude, you're going to need to be able to go, and you're going to need to pop some of these pills.
Yeah. Yeah, no, see, I like how pragmatic you are about it, and like, okay, I need this first aid kit, but I'm hoping to get one. Like my thought process is like, okay, I need to get there. If I get hurt on the way there, I'm in trouble.
Yes.
So like, even if I have the first aid kit, I don't know that I don't know that it helps me as much, to get to the things I need.
I think as far as the world's going to be set on fire, we have zombies, we have crazy people out in the world. I think it's going to be a good call to have a first aid / medical stuff on you, because I think the scarcity...
Field medic book or something.
Right.
Yeah.
The scarcity of those things, those are going to be the first things to go. And to just have it already is going to be a godsend.
And I think it's smart about that too, because I think actually one of the first things to go is going to be all weapons.
Of course.
But while we're collecting things for our house, you're the squirrel getting acorns.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's really smart. I think that's what you need to do. I like both of these. I like both of these lists. The crowbar, I've always envisioned the crowbar as
that's
something...
going to be your Lucille.
Yeah, that'll be my Lucille.
The crowbar.
Yeah, my Christine. It's because I love you, baby. It's because I love you. I like that. We wanted to do a kind of what our survival scenario would be.
Right.
But we want to do it with more people, and there's actually a lot of our friends are out of town right now.
Yeah,
who enjoy this kind of thing. So,
but we could do a quick one, because I know me and you share we have to fortify something.
Yes. When I was looking for houses, every time I've looked for a house, I'm always like, man, how can I defend this place with, and not from people, but from the undead, because I'm 36 and afraid of zombies. and I blame who was the director of 28 Days Later?
Oh, Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle for having the rabies or rage zombie people, which feels more plausible to me.
I
Just
think
like
so.
drug addled, Rage Hall. So yeah, I often think about that when I go into a place. I'm like,
Sure.
where are the exits? Not because of terrorists or gang members or
Karens trying to get toilet paper.
It is because of the zombie plague, guys. I'm very worried about it. Like I said, if I think you're a zombie next to me, it doesn't end well for either of us. Okay.
So real quick, so water would be the thing I'm going for
like
first. What was yours?
Guns.
Guns.
Yeah.
So you're going weapons. I'm going
weapons.
more of that. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I left one I omitted was matches.
Matches.
Anything to start
starter.
a fire and a good mag light.
Mm-hmm.
Those were, I think these are kind of paramount too.
Yes, yeah. I had a huge list of things as well. A multi-tool.
Sure.
I think is a clever thing to have on you. Doubles as a weapon. Again, anything that has multi uses for me. A hammer.
Yes.
Hammer would be nice. I think you learn to be a better shot in the zombie apocalypse, but only through trial and error. Whereas right off the bat, a rifle to me is going to be an impediment. Because I'm just not proficient in it.
Yeah, right. I'm having only shot guns sparsely my entire life. Mm-hmm. I know how to handle one, but I
can hold it.
I'm not going to be able to pick off zombies from 200 yards away. So at this point, I think a firearm for me is just going to give away my location.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I would probably get a handgun. That would be the thing I would probably have as a handgun. But I think while I'm getting better at shooting a weapon, I'm going to have to stay with like a crowbar, something I can keep a little distance. Even a samurai sword.
Ooh, I like that.
Just lobbing heads off because you can't run out of weapons. Dude, they do get dull though.
Well, yes. So sharpening stone is on my list as
on
well.
The list, yeah. So this is a very interesting list, my man.
And as I've said before, the Walking Dead comic, like I'm going to survive or at least get further along than I normally might have because of that book.
Sure.
And there was a really great issue where the team is scouting for supplies. And Michonne, who has the samurai sword, they're in this like a CVS or a Walmart or something,
right?
And she's like, every single blade is gone in this place, and there's stacks of sharpening stones.
Right.
She's like, people are so short sighted. And I was like, that's very you need to know not only how to sharpen a blade, but bring one with you.
Yes. Several.
Yeah. Because I think I'd be more of a tomahawk or axe man.
Cool.
I like that idea. You get the cutting, and then you get the kind of impaling on the other end, like the sawed axe that AJ got me for Christmas
very
that one
awesome.
year. That thing,
and it's good for cutting wood.
Yes,
you can't be hacking with a samurai sword. It's gonna bend the blade.
Yes.
So I think an axe probably better bet.
And my buddy, if you're ever out there and we're split up in the zombie apocalypse, and all you have is your samurai sword, you're supposed to notch. So you use your blade and you kind of cut notches. You whittle at an angle around so that way you're not banging a knife on it. I learned that from Dual Survival. Shout out to the hippie guy who was on there.
Oh, Cody?
Yeah, Cody Lundeen. Yeah, there you go.
Barefooted hippie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he would do that with it. Like he had this little blade. He always had this little blade on him.
Yep.
And he would do that on wood. He'd make notches. And he would just go around and just weaken it. So he's just gently pushing his blade in ever so slightly. Now it takes time,
of course,
but he's not dulling his blade,
right?
Because that way at least he's dulling it evenly. Because when you hit something, it's going flat.
Yes,
So I thought that was
that is crazy.
Really cool. Yeah.
So you think we have a good starter kit to go get? So we're gonna say we have a fair amount of rations, maybe enough for a week.
Yeah.
And we're gearing up to go out into the.
I like that. I like that. You have a week's worth of stuff. What do you take with you that's different?
Right. To go get other things. Or go to your next destination. Like, okay, we're holding up here.
And Eric's never played either of the Left 4 Dead games.
I haven't.
And it's funny that you say the drugs thing because in that you can get pills.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Because as you get hurt, and before you can get health or anything, your character is slower and is limping.
Do you see?
And in the second game, you can get an adrenaline shot. And you're faster, and everything's kind of the zombies are muted.
Yeah, that's
and you're just kind of looking around to get to things. It's
telling
awesome.
you, man.
It's awesome.
I really think that's funny that they put that in there because I think that's something people overlook. Is you're gonna get tired.
Yeah.
Your morale is gonna drop, and you nothing picks you up more than amphetamines.
Than a pick-me-up, you know?
Obviously don't abuse them. You're going to need to use those sparsely because the last thing you want is to go into full-blown withdrawals in a zombie apocalypse.
Oh my God, right?
You'd be done. You'd be done.
That's smart. That's smart what you're saying. Like, hey, this is an emergency.
Yeah, this is emergency.
This
only
isn't
crap.
to deal with
No,
anything.
It's not to deal with anything.
This is to get you through something.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Excuse me.
Oh, good.
There's a zombie survival guide by Max Brooks. He wrote, it's either Max or Mark. There is a Max Brooks and there is a Mark Brooks, and they both kind of delve in comic book world.
Oh, nice.
But he wrote the Zombie Survival Guide. He also wrote World War Z.
Right.
So yeah, my wife got me that for Christmas, and it's awesome. It's actually just very practical survival stuff with a zombie bend
twist. Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, like on the back cover, it's like run up the stairs, then destroy them.
Absolutely.
I love that idea
because you got your rope.
Exactly. You need your rope.
I thought I'm doing better at this than I thought.
You did great.
I'm not a camping dude.
No.
I hate the wilderness. I love city life.
He doesn't run around zombies at all.
I don't.
So,
but I think I'd be okay.
Yeah.
I think as long as I think as long as I had a plan, I'd be okay.
Yeah.
I would need to okay, I'm going here. That's my destination. Because if I had nowhere to go, I'd be like, I'm gonna swallow all these pills.
Yeah, and honestly, like I like that thing. Like you get really hurt.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like the horde's behind me.
Yeah.
I can hear them. There's 50. I'm
going out like
my
this.
leg's broken.
Yep.
Screw it.
Yep. I'm going out like this. Yeah.
I get that. No, I think it was. That's not something that came to my mind. So I was like, gummy bears and maybe like a
one of those nerds ropes.
Yeah, maybe some zip ties. All right, kids. Well, that's our show. If you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that little bell on there too to get the alerts. If you liked our 5 items that you can take with you, let us know in the comments below. And then tell us what are 5 items that you would take with you. You can go get more things, but you need these 5 things to get to the other place, to get to the Walmart, to get to the Dick's Sporting Goods. You need these items. Eric, do you have any final thoughts for us today?
I do. I was actually thinking about this a second ago. While we're talking about surviving the zombie stump,
Yeah.
You know who I think would be a really good Moon Knight? The Moon guy from McDonald's.
Oh, the Moon Man? I forgot about that guy. That
He'd
dude,
be perfect.
he kind of used to terrify me. He had the glasses. Did he play sax or a piano?
The saxophone, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be a great Mark Spector.
Phil Spector. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, that's you can't get that anywhere else, guys. This thought process to cast the new Moon Knight. Hey man, I'm into it. I'm into it. Kids, that's our show. Thank you so much for listening. I have been your host, Roman Chavez.
I'm still Eric Icarus.
Keep it tight. Keep it fast. Keep away from the zombies. All right. You got to keep ahead. All right. And we'll catch you on the next podcast.